Welcome back to the Oi Rio Pro Women's Championship Tour Surfing. We're into the quarterfinals. Heat number 2, Nikki Van Dijk versus Keely, two Australians, evenly matched. And to me, this is an interesting heat to watch because one of these two surfers could be the dark horse story and potentially make their way to the final and take this whole contest out.
Nikki Van Dijk, ranked number 8 in the world at the moment. I think
8
you'd have
and
to
9.
Say, yeah, I mean, how's that, right?
Good. And here we go. This will be your first look at Nikki Van Dijk as she weaves her way into a beautiful backside hook. Nice bottom turn up into the lip. Some pulsing waves out here today.
Yeah, there's got a lot of push, that's for sure. And let's have a look at Nikki's first turn. And straight into that next maneuver. I mean, how's the commitment on that last maneuver there from Nikki Van Dijk?
And so now we will see Keely answer right back. Her wave a little bit slopier, one big shoulder, so didn't get the opportunity to get up into the lip.
It's a little bit off balance too, I think. Needed to get that board back under her feet super quick, but unfortunate for her.
All right, having a paddle, it is Keely Andrew. Let's see what Keely can do here on her back end. Quick start. Speeding down the line. Waiting for something to happen. That's not what she wanted to happen. She has to opt out. Jumps off her board. Big matchup here, number 8th and 9th in the world. Here's number 8. Nikki Van Dijk right here in the pink jersey. Gets around this section. Finding some open face. Now starting to wind things up. Nikki straight up into the lip. A big turn to finish. Now with 21 minutes to go, Nikki continued to apply the pressure. A good heat rhythm.
Yep. I like this too. Just backing up that four, getting, making sure she gets her 2 good waves straight away. Putting the pressure on your opponent. This wave goes a little fat, so there's a little bit of transition here, a little bit of downtime, but then manages to find this inside section. Beautiful snap with that free fall drop. Wiped out on her last wave, got a 4-point ride. This one maybe not as dynamic, but just a smart maneuver here just to get this wave under her belt. Big snap at the end with that free fall drop though, so nice little combination of turns to finish off that wave. And she's going to put another good score on the board.
Well, here's the sales tactic. Nikki's kind of going to pretend that she's very interested in this wave. She's going to force the hand. Keely Andrew could be a good one. Breaking down the line with speed. A little bit of bounce comes up. Keely adjusts. Oncoming section came a little bit quicker than Keely expected, but she makes use of it. Could there be a reform in the future for Keely? There is not. So one big turn to start. Kind of a secondary closeout. Banked off that white water. Wasn't super explosive, but that'll help. She's trying to get rid of a 0.50. She wants to stay on the pace that Nikki Van Dijk has set.
I like it. I mean, it's a nice opening maneuver. And then the commitment right here to just bang off this white water. Tricky thing to do. Sometimes that white water can sort of, you're expecting a lot of resistance. It's kind of filled with oxygen. So when you hit it, you're not going to get that full belt off it. You're not going to get that drive off it as you normally do on the open face. Right there, nice little snap. So that's going to be her best wave so far. And it's going to narrow that requirement. It's going to bring it down to a 5.23 now required. 3.6 on the wave, so slowly building.
Still undecided as to the winner of that 3rd Australian event, which will go to Indonesia. More on that after this event wraps up, but let's get back to the action at hand. Quarterfinal heat number 2, Nikki Van Dijk getting this wave with priority on her 4th turn. Could have something to work with here on the inside. A big snap. Throwing a fire hose of spray. Nikki, I mean, this is just, to me, this looks like a clinical dismantling of this heat.
Yep.
She's just taking this thing piece by piece, not overdoing it, not underdoing it, doing it just right. Again, I think that score is going to be right in that mid-range, but you tell me.
Well, I think it's going to be better than her 4.0, so in a sense, utilizing her priority absolutely correctly. Nice, clean, smooth surfing, which is what the judges want to see. Get that rhythm, set it up through the inside, make sure you come here in this inside section with exactly the right timing, which he does, connects nicely with the lip. And as you said, nothing too crazy, but just clean, smooth, mistake-free surfing. Keeping that rail nice and clean, which is going to garner the points, and then throw a bit of pizzazz through the inside. You can see how she's building up speed and connects nicely with that last maneuver. So looking to improve on a 4.0 and increase that scoreline needed for Keely Andrew.
Love what I do, and I love like the whole game and what it takes to show up and put the jersey on. And yeah, it's not easy to win a heat. And you know, I felt like what I did this event and really got me back on track and looking forward to Bali.
You know, that could give her a lot of momentum going into the semifinals. Of course, we have 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go, and a lot of heat left to surf. So with priority, Nikki is able to hold off Keely. She goes up into the lip, tries to get around this section, does, again, straight up. This is kind of a gift that keeps on giving for Nikki.
She hasn't fired this event yet, has she? We haven't seen the best of her. There's been glimpses of brilliance from Keely, but nothing really that that we've seen from her in the past. But Nikki Van Dijk, though, I mean, she's looking sharp, just going for it, throwing caution to the wind, which is what the judges want to see. Looking to improve on a 4.83, doesn't quite do it on that occasion, but that 6, that was the danger wave for Keely Andrew, and threw that requirement out to that 7.23. 1 minute and 15 to go.
12 seconds to go. And this is looking like we could see a surfer from Phillip Island making it into the semifinals. It is going to be Nikki Van Dijk getting the win over Keely Andrew. So Nikki now looking at another huge result for 2018, a semifinal finish at least, potentially more, from the surfer in pink getting a 10.83. The Oi Rio Women's Pro continues.